Hello, hello. Welcome. Come on in, guys. How's everyone doing? Saw Elizabeth and Born of a Maiden. If you have a name you prefer to use other than your handle, let me know. Let's see. Stephanie is with us. Hello, hello. Good afternoon, hon. Elizabeth, this time I grabbed a couch again instead of a one-person seat. I love it. So how did last week go for you guys? Let me know, let me know. Afternoon, ready to get planning? Love it. Heather, hi. I haven't planned in so long. I just realized I don't know where my planner is. Oh, that is a while. You know what? Even if you just use a piece of paper today and a printout or something from the internet, it would work just as fine. And then when you find your planner, you put it all in there. Let's see, Georgia, hey everyone. First planning session I've managed to join in a while. Very cool. Well, thank you for coming and hang out with us. Mary, hello. Let's see, Heather, I found planners. Step one, a colorist. I love it. Throwing the confetti at you, hon. That is awesome. Hey, sometimes it's just one of those days, right? You know, it totally is. I have been grateful for these planning sessions. I planned on recovery days from a 4-day conference, which meant my lupus was kept under control. Oh, I love that. Oh, perfect. Elizabeth, last week didn't go as well as I thought it would. Ah, you are, things will come back together for you, hon. They will, they will. I also didn't stress when the flooring was installed because I had it in my plan. Even better. Love that. Yeah, if it's part of the plan, we don't stress because we know it's coming at us, right? Perfect. Okay, guys. My week last week was pretty good. I don't think I did quite as much as I wanted, but what I did do, I was very satisfied with. There were some things I just simply was not ready to do yet. I played around with some writing software, trying to find a a product that gives me an online environment, but also gives me things like a timeline, character sheets, etc. Trying to find basically Scrivener, but browser based. That would be ideal. So I've been playing with Campfire, not too bad. I did end up buying a few of the modules so I could just not worry about the count because the timeline only gave you like 20 and I was like, I'm doing dual POV and I ran out real quick. Phyllis is here. Hello, happy Sunday. Ready to plan. Sweet. Sherry, hello everyone. Planning time. Love the energy, guys. Phyllis, last week was a great week. I made good progress towards my goals. Looking forward to continuing my progress this week. Love the energy. Love the energy, guys. Okay. As you can see, we're back in the new format. I did a little bit, few tweaks here and there, so I'm hoping I fixed the things that were bugging me. Hopefully. um, yeah, I've heard of that one. I should look at it again. The last time I looked at it, it was what was it about it? Something didn't quite jive for me, and I can't remember what it was. I'll look at it again. I will look at it again. I can't remember what it was. Something about it didn't go for me. Okay, guys. Okay. Why we plan, guys? To give ourselves direction, focus, balance, and to measure our progress. If we don't chart our path, we can't learn from the things that we do. We can guess, but we tend to underestimate and overestimate most things. So this way it gives us a guide that we start to see, you know, how long it actually takes us to draft a novel, how long it takes us to edit, how long it takes us to put together a video and edit it, right? All these things, it kind of gives us a window of what works for us and what doesn't, because it's down on paper. We can analyze that. If we just turn around and go for it, yeah, we're going to get things done, but we're going to lose that little bit of information, right? As well, having direction. If we know what's on our plate and what we have to get done, we're far more likely to get it done because we know we have it in our view. and we're going to see it. And we're going to see it through, right? Elizabeth, we also plans can have less stress and more peace. So true, so true. I consider that part of the balancing because if we know now when we put too much on our schedule that we're just setting ourselves up for failure and stress and general chaos in our lives, and it's not worth it. It's not fun. We don't want to be doing that. So let's not do that. Okay, guys. So how did last week go for you? What were your gold star moments and what were your best fixes? Share so we can learn from each other. For me, I did get a couple of scenes written, but I spent most of my time in the voice journal and still sort of plotting, which I was enjoying Plotter, but I tried to do the Dropbox thing again, and I'm just coming to the conclusion I don't think I know enough about Dropbox to use it properly because I ended up having where I ended up with too many different versions of the same document, and just wasn't working for me. So I'm on the search for something that will actually work long term for me. Let's see, Elizabeth, and more physical pain with headaches and even stress-induced stomach pain with more stress. Yeah, and it kind of cascades, right? Okay, guys. Driving was fun. I got to go down with purpose to one of my favorite little bakery coffee shops and pick up some gluten-free goodies as a reward for driving all the way down there and getting to drive at real road speeds. So that was my gold star moment. It felt good. Okay, guys, let's dive into our first panel. Stage 1 review. We want to see where we've been so we can give ourselves direction for where we're going. Weekly review. We're going to celebrate our successes, our gold star moments. We're going to analyze our challenges, our biggest distractions, and our best fixes, and determine continued or carry forward tasks. Elizabeth, gold star moment for me is to get some words written during Double Down Days, despite feeling sad and spending some time crying yesterday. You did a great job, and that is the emotional side of that. That's going to take a while to work through. So showing up for yourself and still doing the things that matter to you is going to help you to heal so much. And I'm so proud of you. I love that you were able to do that and show up for yourself. M, personal goals, declutter and painting before flooring install. Very nicely done. I'm still doing that, but it went really quickly because I had one room a day. Oh, I love that. I love how you broke that down. Beautiful. Ah, very nicely done. Okay, guys. We're going to get up our timer. We're going to go through last week's plan and put all our check marks, X's, slash throughs, percentages, whatever it is that's best for you for analyzing how you did and taking stock of what you got done. I love when you can look back and see that, okay, maybe you didn't do everything you planned, but you got half done, which is more than you thought you were going to. So I love doing that. I'm writing goals to finish my first draft, which I did last night during your sprint. Very cool, and congrats again. I'm still writing that high laugh loud. Oh yeah, that one, you're going to be carrying that for a bit, huh? Okay, guys, let's go through last week's plan and see what we accomplished, what we still need to work on, and what we where we want to kind of, it'll start to give us an idea where we want to take our intention and direction into the next week. Let's see, Sherry, I hit my best word goal for the week, even if the rest of my plans were 50-50. Hey, that's wonderful. I love that. Haley, gold star moment, spent many hours working on tax paperwork. Well, that's excellent. It doesn't work with my brain. It's actually upsetting, but I'm 50% of the way through phase 1. That is excellent. Awesome. Well, congrats. Ah, that's wonderful. And I think it's partly because of the importance of tax documents. We are so scared of making any kind of error. I mean, my hubby and I went through when we did ours, and I ended up going through, and you get to a certain point where you're probably too tired and you should step away and take a wee break, and I didn't. And I went back in and found that I transposed one set of numbers, and I'm like, ouch. Because I transposed it in the way that hurts. So I had to go back through and fix that, and I mean, I would never send it out without checking it, but at the same time, I mean, if my deadline was any tighter, I may not have given myself the time to do that, right? So I was able to fix it, which was good. Elizabeth, being single again gives me more time, which I can for things that need to be done. I still feel like being a hermit socially, but I've got a job. And that will pass too. You feel like once you stop being in single, you feel like kind of everything you kind of should be doing with the other person, and it takes a bit to change back. But you do what works, right? And you give yourself the time that you need to heal and make little steps each day, right? Haley, I have second concussion syndrome. It's like my brain is Teflon coated against numbers. It's honestly hilarious. Oh, wow. Ah, I wonder if there's any strategies for you. Does does it make a difference whether you work on a computer or handwrite or use a calculator, something more manual? Does that change it in any way? Phyllis Gold Star moment. I started working in new legacy planner. I'm so excited to try this new planner out. Oh, you'll have to tell us how it goes. Mary, my Gold Star moment was on Memorial Day. I took the day to rearrange the top of my desk to create room to work with my planners, notebooks, journals. I love this new arrangement. Oh, I love that. Ooh. Okay, guys, let's dive in and do our weekly review and put all our gold stars and check marks and underlines, anything that helps you to analyze how last week went. Okay, guys, 2 minutes. I'll see you on the other side. Oops, there we go. Okay, let's see. How did you guys do? Um, I had more checks than I thought it was gonna do. I'm surprised. And thought there was a whole bunch of things that I just didn't get to, but I actually got to a good chunk of them. That's good. I also did a different notebook. I went with the larger one. Normally I set up in this little guy, and I decided to go with my one of my A5s and just write it vertically on the side of the on the landscape. What am I trying to say? I wrote it like this. You know what I'm saying? Against the lines. That's what I went for. Let's see. Stephanie, my gold star moment was yesterday. I came home early from Comic-Con. I'm jolly, very cool, to take care of my health because I was having bad symptoms and needed rest. Oh, I remember doing that years ago at VCon, which is our Vancouver equivalent. Much smaller than here. But I have a weird, we're still calling it an allergy. I don't know what it is because it's trying to kill me when I do it. But we think it's like white pepper, which is not commonly in everything. And I ate something for lunch and I was done. I was down. I tried desperately to go down and hang out, and I had to. I had to go back to the room. I just couldn't. Stephanie, it was Phoenix Fan Fusion. Ooh, nice. Very cool. Probably still bigger than ours. You guys do everything bigger. Okay, guys. So how else? Anyone else? How did you do? Ellie, ooh, hello, hon. My gold star moment was taking a week off work to rest my juices between books so I don't get burnt out. Ooh, sweet. I love that. Very cool. I love that. Yeah, I love that we are all learning to acknowledge that the time that we need to reset and do the things that we need, right? Okay, guys. So our next panel is avoidance. What? Why? Does it still matter? Break it down. Make it priority number one. Schedule it. This is very, very key. And get it done. Sherry, I highlighted everything I completed in pink and the things I did not complete in yellow. I'm looking at more 70-30. I'll shoot for at least 80% complete next week. That's awesome. Well done, hon. That is very cool. 70%. That's pretty sweet. Excellent. And distractions summer. The kids want tons of time at the beach, springs, and pool. I need to balance that with my goals for writing. Still trying to find that balance. Writer's notebook, Google Docs, and stolen moments. While they're building a sandcastle, you can take 5 minutes to write some notes about your story. See if it works. Called Mom's Life, right? Let's see. Phyllis, another gold star moment was catching up on housework and also completing my shredding. Sweet. I love that. I recall not that long ago, that was a mountain that just hung over your head, and now I love that you completed it. Allie, you had the mouse pointer on your nose. I am doing slides, which when I am, I'm not sure where I should have it on the screen. And make it still work. It is one of those things I am learning as I go. So I will try to find a good location for it where it still clicks and changes my slides. Haley, my light bulb moment this week is that I can't do Twitch writing streams 5 days in a row. My morning writing doesn't always work like that, so I'm switching to twice a week. Oh, nice balance. I like that. Phyllis, avoidance. I was avoiding shredding, but now I just do it every week and it doesn't build up. Oh, love it. Love it. Very cool. Very cool. And it's just the kind of things that are tedious that usually the things we're avoiding, they're not difficult, but we don't really like them and we put them off. If we just did them, they don't build up and they go away, right? It's like laundry, folding laundry and putting it away. I mean, I highly recommend for that one just smaller loads. If you do massive loads, they tend to, that's the thing you look at and you're like, it can wait. I don't have time to put that away right now. Smaller loads, far less intimidating. I've avoided cleaning again. Hey, hun, you had good reason. Little baby steps, get back to it little by little. Okay, guys, let's get our 2-minute timer up and we're going to look at what we've been avoiding, why, and how we're going to fix it and make it go away. My recommendation is to schedule it for Monday morning if you can't get it done today. Let's see. Haley, cleaning is for people who don't have books to write. I love it. So true. Okay, guys, let's figure out what we're avoiding and how we're going to fix it. And go. And actually, I have 2 parts to that. I should just have the timer go off. I'm going to switch that for next week, I think. And when I click it over, it just goes for us. Let's see. Elizabeth, I prefer to do larger loads of laundry when I do laundry. Do you avoid putting it away, or are you really good? Let us know. Okay, guys. 2 minutes. Let's figure out how we're going to fix our avoidance issue and make it go away. I love that. So, I'm looking at. Okay, let's list it out. Let's see. Oh, I should not be moving this. I gotta get used to not doing that. Let's see. Let's see. Elizabeth to Haley, good one, definitely. Georgia, earning is a killer. Gonna write a tour schedule with my partner so I don't go into full meltdown mode. Oh, love that. Ellie, Haley, I thought writers clean when procrastinating. Oh yeah, when you're procrastinating, your house couldn't be any cleaner. Mary, up until yesterday, I was avoiding writing. The journaling helped me get a tiny spark going. I'm going to continue journaling until I figure out how I'm going to work it back into my schedule. Love that. And I love with the journaling, it's so light and it just feels good. And you basically are rebuilding the writing muscle in such a calm way. I love it. Let's see, Heather to Haley. Cleaning is for brainstorming a severe problem with the story. Mowing the lawn also works. Ooh, nice strategy. I like that. Yeah, doing something that's very repetitive and somewhat mindless that you could just basically let your mind work in your story. Love that. Haley, see, I watch productivity videos while procrastinating. Oops. We'll try cleaning while listening to them. That's a good idea. Yeah, doing something you enjoy while you're doing something you don't like, right? I love that. Very nicely. Very nicely done, guys. Uh, okay, our next panel, our next stage, I should say, the brain dump. I gotta find a better word because I don't like this word, but I think I may start calling it the gathering. I think I'm going to call it that because that to me is more what it is. Brain dump just feels like such a yucky word. I'm not in love with it. So I might call it the gathering or capturing or something like that. The capturing doesn't quite work for me either. So we'll come up with a nicer word. Any suggestions I will accept. All right, guys. Quarterly focus. We have, what do we got? 4 weeks left of the quarter. What is new to Q2? I'm sure there's not a lot left, but there may be something. Any new opportunities that have come along that have kind of messed up your plan a little bit. Any prep or research that you're looking at doing to prepare you for Q3 or Q4. Anything that you want to remove or just a delay. And any adjustments that you need to make. Let's see, Phyllis, maybe call it brainstorming. I like that because that's more of a writing. Why don't we're a group of writers. Why don't we call it plotting? How do you guys feel about that? Elizabeth, brain dumping feels like treating paper and notebook like a therapist. Brain purge. Ooh, that's a good one too. Mary, I've heard some people call it a mind sweep. Ooh, that is sharp. Any preferences? Any favorites, guys? I'm going to grab a note card here and write these out because these have potential. Let's get this written down. And what else did I have there? Brain purge and mind sweep. Mind mapping. That's good. I like that. These are all good. I may have to actually roll some dice. I like plotting as well. I kind of love it because we are about creative planning. This is about our creative projects and making sure there's space for them. And most of us are writers. So I'm kind of plotting my... Don't be surprised if you don't see plotting next week. Okay, guys. Let's go through and see if there's anything in our long range plans that we want to just pull in or anything we want to adjust or tweak. We might have realized that we put 3 or 4 things on our list for Q2, and one of them's just going to have to be a Q3 thing. It just didn't line up. Mind to paper shifting. Ooh, interesting. Okay, plotting. Okay, guys. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do our quarterly focus and see what we're bringing in. I am personally loving having a new skills panel tab for us. I think that is really working for my mind anyway, and I hope it is for you guys too, because I'm using that as it's often the things I've been avoiding because I don't feel like I have the skill set for it yet. So if I look at it as its own subset of goals, I will build that up and then I will be better at it and then I will stop avoiding it. That's the strategy anyway. All right, guys, let's dive in and 2 minutes on the clock and let's look at our how we're going to incorporate anything that's new or adjust anything that needs a tweak and go. Mm. Ah, just put one on one that I thought was for next week, but it's actually the following week. So I'm going to adjust that out here. Okay. Let's see here. Elizabeth, I'm going to aim to have draft 4 of my novel finished by the end of August or the middle of November. Perfect. Heather, Q3 and Q4 is going to be moving, most likely twice. I already have the first location. I need to start researching the big move, and I don't know for sure where that will be. Would it help you to have a storage facility so that you can take what you need to the first temporary location and the other can stay in storage? So you're not having to move it from A to B to C. You can just go from A to C. Did that work? I mean September. Oh, okay. End of September. Okay, okay. Okay, guys. Let's do our next panel. Not November. Okay, okay. I was gonna say which one. I think we're all getting in the mindset already for NaNoWriMo, but we gotta do camp first. Okay, guys. Creative projects, active, on hold, new, process, focus, stage, or beats in order of importance. Let's see, Elizabeth, beginning, middle of September. Okay, that makes more sense. Definitely. Mary, one thing I decided yesterday is that I want to start a fresh new draft of my work in progress. Oh, beautiful. Yes, sometimes the old writing, we like the idea, but the old writer in us did not do the story justice. And if we hang out with that old draft too much, we could relearn some of the things that we've learned not to do, and we don't want to do that. Phyllis just reviewed my Q2, Q3 spreadsheet and updated project Kanban boards. I can't believe that it is already June. I know, right, guys? Even as I was writing the community tab, I'm like, the first full week of June, like, whoa, hold on, guys. Haley, I need to clear all essential writing tasks in 2 weeks so that I can focus on clearing the house. We're moving to need to get this house on the market. Ooh. Boxes set up around the room, and you could just basically work as you go. And if you find something that, especially things you're not using, get those in boxes now and save yourself the trouble. Elizabeth, I think subconsciously NaNoWriMo was in the back of my head, and that is perfectly fine. Let's see. Phyllis to Mary, I have been considering that as well. Thanks for sharing. Perfect. Heather, what are we gonna? Let's see. Okay, guys, we are going to dive into our creative projects and what we're going to work on, what stages, what part we want to focus on. I found myself backing off a little bit because I realized I wanted that second POV character to come in earlier. So I've been doing more brainstorming because I needed to find ways to get her in the story earlier. I kept thinking about what is she doing in relation to the sister, but it kept bugging me because I don't want to wait to get her in there. She's an integral part of the story. So I've solved so much by having her come in earlier, which I'm so glad I took the time to process through. Georgia had to cut my ideas of writing down to 3 projects. Got too carried away in a creative spiral. That's so easy to do. Yes, we want to do all the things. Haley, we've been purging for a year. Darn creative backgrounds. I hear ya. I was on Jenna's workshop earlier, and she's like, "Yeah, go pick your tarot deck." I have several. Sometimes it's easier to just have one or two of something, but yeah, I had to go through and choose which one I wanted. Born of a Maiden, I'm currently working on 3 different projects. That has been working for Rita. She was actually doing a project, a writing project each week and cycling through, which I thought was kind of cool. And it was working for her. I think one has been now put on hold, and she's focusing on the other 2 back and forth, because of the place that I got. There she is. Our ears were burning. Rita, please confirm you've put one of the 3 projects on hold, yes? And you're still working on the 2 alternately, right? For your writing projects. Let's see. Elizabeth, I have been debating about whether I should participate in Camp NaNoWriMo in July. I'm going to decide towards the end of June once I know what I need to do with my shoulder tendinitis and how long my recovery from oral surgery takes. Yes, give yourself the time, hon. And welcome back, Rita. You were missed. We were chatting about you. Excellent strategy you have there, by the way. Okay, guys, let's dive in and populate our weekly plan with our creative projects. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that and put I'm gonna quick a note here. I want the 2-minute timer to just start when I click that. That way it's a cleaner transition. Yep, each one has a week, 2 with revising and new writing first draft. Ooh, very cool. Georgia will be concentrating this month on the second half of my Witches Work in Progress. Next month, we'll try and look through my fantasy project and reorganize the plot with help from some feedback. Nice. Phyllis to Rita, great strategy. Yes, I agree. Very much so. Okay, guys, let's dive in and populate our weekly plan with our projects and go. Yes, yes. Okay. Brainstorming. Consulting. Okay. And then I have to figure out the other part there. Okay, guys. Oops. I'm going to keep doing that to myself. Get over there. I have to keep it on that. It's so easy for me to do this. Let's see. Heather, creative is pretty much on hold except for your sprints until first move's over. I feel like I've lost track of my story, so I need to at least do something. Try the voice journal. Try it out. That way it's very low key and you can just pick it up when you have a spare moment. And it might help you get back to your story. And it will also help you with that voice and getting it on the page. Phyllis, I just have one project that I have been taking a respite from. I have continued to journal and do free writing. Nice. Elizabeth, for me, I must hyper focus on one project at a time. Many people do. Mary, my focus will be on starting the new draft and working writing time into my daily routine. Sweet. Elizabeth, hashtag neurodivergent hyper focus. Georgia, the other project I have research for, but I'm just finding spontaneous moments to jot down free writing involved in it to have some semblance of a draft. Interesting, interesting. Yes. I like stolen moments for basically building story ideas. So have a little notebook around. Not that this one's that little, it's a Stellology. It's actually pretty heavy for a B6. Or you can even have, where did I put the little guy? Oh, let me see. Something like the little Hobonichi ones, or I don't think I have one on my desk right now. The Moleskine field little notebooks. They're great for just because you can literally put those in your pocket. Let's see, Elizabeth, my focus is on draft 4 of my novel. Sweet. I have to stop putting that on there, and I'm going to stop touching it. I'm going to try anyway. Okay, guys, our next panel. New skills. Why this? Why now? Do you need to apply for it or purchase it in some way? Your reading study time, your practice time, not always the same thing, and then your evaluation process. How are you evaluating how you're doing as you're learning this new skill? For me, I have 2 for practicing driving. I have the actual practice with basically at least 4 times a week. And basically, I just did a Monday through Sunday little check boxes so I can note off when I'm doing it. Give me an idea when the timing is actually working for that. And the other part is what skills do I want to get better at so I can evaluate that I'm actually working on specific things. Let's see here. So let's get our 2-minute timer up and figure out what new skills we're bringing in, why we're bringing them in, what we have to do about them, and how we're divvying up our time so that we're studying, practicing, and evaluating. Okay, guys. And we'll get our 2-minute timer up. This is actually becoming one of my favorite goals now. I've created it as my goal 3, and it's just the category of the new skills, and I'm actually getting excited now when I write that one out because I have such a focus on it. Video editing is also in there, so it has this additional layer of purpose, and because I'm not calling it a new skill, I'm reminding myself I'm learning, and that's okay. Okay, guys, let's proceed with our new skills and add them into our plan. And okay. Um, Elizabeth, after oral surgery on June 13th, I want to spend some time reading. Oh, I love that. That's a beautiful way to recover. Phyllis, thanks for this panel. You're so welcome. I have started learning a new skill and I now have time dedicated weekly to developing it along with the classes I am taking. Love it. Oh, I love that. That is very awesome. And if you don't mind me asking, how are you breaking it down? Is it textbook based or is it more like a lecture where you have to listen to videos? How are you bringing in the information and how are you practicing it and how are you evaluating it? And if it's too new, you can bring that in later. No pressure. Elizabeth, also, I will continue practice safe driving, so I'm ready for my road test on July 7th. I will have my own car since I'll be buying one after I get my driver's license. Very cool. Mary, I have started learning basic accounting so that I can expand my knowledge base and help more students. Oh, I love that. Rita, mine's not really a new skill, but getting back to bookkeeping. This past week was 2 days, but I also have notes I need to rewrite from my writing workshop from January. Very cool. Now, the bookkeeping, I know it's not your favorite thing. Do you feel like you're lacking information in it in some way? Or are you lacking something that might help you, like a program or something, like going to QuickBooks or something like that? There would be something that might help you to make it easier on you. See, Phyllis, there are classes with practice sessions. I also have reading and now time to review my notes and for additional reading as well. Oh, sweet. I love that. New skill, Notion and Scrivener. I feel like both will help me, but they both seem overwhelming. Scrivener, I think there's very few people on this planet that use all the features of Scrivener. It is such a powerhouse. Most of us barely touch the surface. So give yourself grace, watch videos, be kind to you. Notion, same thing. Notion is so tempting to make it really creative and interesting, and you have to decide, choose your battles. What level of functionality are you going for versus aesthetics, right? I like a little bit of aesthetics, so I've tried to keep to just a nice little bit, like called headers, cover. What is it called? I can't think of the word. Basically, just the the big banner on the top of the screen. I tend to do those because they're quick, easy, and attractive, and they make the whole page feel nicer. And then the icons I'll play with just because that feels good. Let's see, Elizabeth, someday I might learn dictation, but I won't do it after. No, no. Oh, talk about the program would be having so much problems. Let's see, Rita, my problem is getting started, and hubby is so frustrating with how he does things. It's easy for me. Maybe a sit-down conversation and maybe some cheat sheets for him. Maybe a basic structure you guys could come together on in terms of the order of the information. Maybe you come to a settlement on this, how you would like the information on the same setup each time, which would save you time because you're not looking around all the receipts and stuff for it. It would just be one system. Build the system together so it works for both of you. See if that helps. Haley, Notion is amazing if you use it 10 minutes a day the first week and let it sink in, one simple thing at a time. Oh, that is a wonderful idea. Yes, and that comes down to that practice time. Very nice. I love that. Thank you, Haley. Okay, guys, we're going to dive on into our important dates for the next 2 weeks because we always want to know what's coming at us. Let's see, Phyllis, I was going to take 2 classes a week, but dropped it down to 1 class a week. I will use the additional time to read my notes and practice a new skill. That's beautiful. Let's see, Haley, light bulb moment. If I create a huge Notion page for the house prep and move. I have everything in one place. I'll feel more in control. Thanks, gang. Ooh, love that. Excellent strategy. And formatting. I am going to start the research phase that I will be willing, but I will be willing to pay for this. Along with editing, formatting is so important, and I don't want to get stuck in a learning loop. Oh, right there, the learning loop. Oh, sweet, sweet. Let's see, Elizabeth. Ooh, oh, you're 96 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. I thank you guys for getting me to the 900. That is, we had cake to celebrate. It felt good. Thank you guys. Yes, spread the word. Let everyone know so they could come and join us and they can learn and come hang out in this great community. I would love to see 1,000 subscribers by the end of the quarter, but I know realistically it's probably more of a Q3 thing, but yeah, spread the word, guys. I would love that. Okay, guys, important dates the next 2 weeks. Events, birthdays, appointments, commitments, and note travel time, action steps, prep, confirmation is in if needed. So many things nowadays. We'll send you an email or give you a phone call looking to confirm. Make sure you're not missing that step. And also, if there's any paperwork involved, often paperwork will get tucked to the side. I have time to do that later. The appointment rolls around and you realize you have a 2-page or 3-page document of information they want you to fill out. Take a look at what needs to be done. Make sure you're taking stock of everything and all the details. You don't necessarily have to do that paperwork the moment you get it, but make sure it's noted somewhere that you need to get it done, right? Elizabeth, on Tuesday, I have an appointment with an orthopedist, and on June 13th, I'll be getting my wisdom teeth extracted. On June 12th, I'll be preparing some food for after surgery, such as making mashed potatoes. I love that. That's perfect. Nothing crunchy. All right, guys. Let's figure out our important dates. I'm going to bring up good old Google Docs here. Not Google Docs, Google Calendar. As I'm looking down on my phone, and Google Docs is the first thing I'm seeing. What was I working in earlier? Okay, guys. Let's take a look at what's coming at us. Okay, and go. It's just 2. What did I call it? Okay, I need to figure this out. Okay, so I'll have that going like that instead. Now, just looking at the schedule, what's coming at me, just for your guys' info, Plan with me for the 18th will not be happening on the 18th because it's Father's Day and we have a soccer tournament. So that will most likely land on the 17th. I will update you guys next week to ensure that still works, but that's where I'm kind of looking at for that so far. Let's see. Heather, only thing I see on mine is Father's Day. Yes. Father's Day is turning into an insanely busy weekend for us. 2 days of soccer tournament, Father's Day, and the kickoff call for HB 90. If anyone's interested in that, there is a link in the description if you want to check that out. That is quarterly planning with Sarah Cannon, and it is an excellent system. So if you're interested, take a look. It's an affiliate link, so if you decide to go for it, I get a little tiny bit back, but it helps support this channel. So I'll put that out there. Let's see. And our kickoff call will be on the 18th for that. So that's another thing that I'm kind of, I wouldn't have been able to make it work anyway. The 18th has turned into crazy. And I'm just going to go sail with that. Let's see. Elizabeth, okay, I won't eat chips after I get home, after I've 3 teeth taken from me. Yeah, no crunchies, nothing. The other one is, I think, like, everything is soft. Like, you might even want to get yourself like some like those little smoothie drinks or something. Like, everything is soft. Be careful. And no straw. That's the other one they always tell you, no straw. Let's see, Georgia, helping my sister with her revision for her exams on Tuesday, and a concert to a folk band on Saturday as a date with my partner. Oh, I love that. That's very cool. Lovely things to look forward to. Mary, important dates, payday next week, open house at work on the 15th, nothing else on the work. Elizabeth, to Heather, thanks for the reminder. I need to buy a gift for my dad. Sweet. Rita, dental for the week after next, and I get to dog and house sit again the same week. This week is a home week for me. Sweet. Yeah, both my husband and I, our fathers have passed, so it's a bit of a sad day for us in some ways, but at the same time, my hubby's an amazing father, and so we celebrate him. Heather, Elizabeth, ouch, hope it goes well for you. I had 4 removed at once when I was in middle school. Ouch. Follow doctor's instructions. They really do help avoid dry socket. Yes. I couldn't think of the word. Yes, that is the one. Born of a maiden. I have therapy appointment. Don't remember the time. I think it's in the afternoon. Then I have 3 online therapy meetings on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't have to go to those if I don't want to. Interesting. Elizabeth, to Heather, I have 3 wisdom teeth with the upper one near a sinus cavity. Ouch. The lower left one is coming in sideways. That's what mine did. And the lower right one got infected. Oh, ouch. They will be gone soon, and they will leave your life, and you will be free of them. Born of a maiden, but it's my choice, definitely. Heather to Elizabeth, I had all of my wisdom teeth taken out in high school. It wasn't fun, but it wasn't terrible. All right, guys, let's proceed to our next panel. I think we're on our next stage, right? Nope, panel. This is so new to me. I almost feel like a cheat sheet for myself. Let's see. Georgia may need my wisdom teeth taken out soon. Dentist checking as my bottom 2 wisdom teeth are coming in sideways. Seems to me more often than not. Sucks. Self-care, guys. Refill the well activities. Favorite activities? Get outdoors. The weather's improving. Get outside. Get some sunshine. Try something new. And journal. For your writing side of it, voice journal. Love it, love it, love it. Writing in my writer's notebook just to get stuff out of my head. So relaxing, so calming. Scheduling self-care. You deserve it and you need it. You need it, guys. Put it in there, at least 50%. Looking at my schedule, I realized I have a ton going on in June. I might have overextended us, and I'll need to start saying no to things. write it out, get it on the calendar. It speaks volumes when you do, and you realize where the conflicts are about to hit, and you right now are in a place where you can fix that. Okay, guys, let's go in and figure out our self-care and some things we're going to do this week. Let's see, Rita, suggestion, could you keep the panel up along with the timer? I like that. Good idea. Let's fix it that way. Timer on screen. Let's see how I'm going to do that. I will see how I do that. I might just pull the video over and then I will figure out how to do that. I know I can. And the second part of that is your mental health buffer days. Types, sick days, low energy days, catch up days, and reset days. They all have a different purpose. We've scheduled them in so that we give ourselves a room we need to accomplish what we need to, but also not burn ourselves out, and also acknowledge that, you know, a sick day is a sick day. Generally, we don't do much of anything. A low energy day means you can go on to that low energy day tasks that you have list and basically pick a few things that are not going to overdo it for you, and you're still making progress. They need to get done anyway. Your catch-up days, put them in your plan. Try not to schedule 7 days a week. Try to give yourself a buffer day somewhere in there so you can actually catch up if you get behind. And reset days are exactly that. You've done something that it was a heavy task. You've finished that first draft. You've gone through that full edit, whatever it is. You've hit the publish button. Give yourself a few days, if not a week, to reset. And then you can start anew, and you can get all those little things that may not have gotten done, pushed aside, done. And you make yourself room for these things, right? Schedule in your mental health and sick days. If you don't need them, they become bonus days, right? Okay, guys. Heather, no, hold on. I'm going to just go to the timer, I think, on that one, and then we'll go back. Now, I'm going to have to figure out how to do that one because I got 2 going on, so we might just have the timer and split them up. Okay, guys, let's figure out what our self-care is and what our buffer and mental health days come into play. And go. To reading, gaming, and whoop! Hey, what? Gave me a heart attack. You're my non-barking dog. Shush. Sorry about that, guys. He's so quiet. He just gave me a coronary. Didn't even know you were down here. What else? Okay. Okay, where'd you guys finish off? Sorry about that. My non-barking dog barked. I didn't even know he was down here with me. Let's see. Elizabeth to Heather, my dad had no swelling and was able to go to work the day after he had his wisdom teeth taken out years ago. Lucky man. Nice. Georgia, going swimming with my partner for the first time in ages tomorrow. I love that. Also may play some Sims 4 to relax and do some baking this week. Oh, those are all good. I love that. And I love that you have one with your partner. Oh, sweet. Yeah, try to, cut date. Go on a date with your hubby too, right? Like that's also an option, right? Your significant other. Oh my. Sorry, guys. I don't know why that's being so naughty. Let's see. Heather, self-care. I'm going to keep walking during lunch at work. Oh, nice. To refill the well, I will listen to my audiobook during my walks. Oh, beautiful. Nice combo there. Now that's good multitasking. Elizabeth, I'm going to give myself some space for relaxation if I need it given the pain I'm dealing with. One moment I'm feeling okay, and the next I'm feeling sad. You are going to be at those kind of stolen moments, we call them, and do when you can, right? Georgia, not good getting in buffer days. Trying to give myself a buffer day this week on Wednesday after work, and Saturday is a rest day. Oh, love that. Lori, hello, hello. Just came in from food shopping and cleaning the business office. Let's see, Rita, self-care, more quiet time throughout the days for reading and watching DVD of Beverly Hills 90210. Nice, from the library. I should start back to personal journal. Oh, I love all of those. Born of a Maiden, I am going to watch shows geared toward preteens so I can study their habits. Nice. You didn't mute yourself. Um, the setup I have, yeah, I guess I can still hit mute. I have messed with so much of my system now. I am tripping over myself, guys. Lori, self-care. I will walk during my lunch break and make better choices regarding snacks. Need less sugar and carbs. They taste good, but yeah. Never feel too great after them, do we? No. Lori, oh, and I need to dedicate more reading time. Sweet. And remember, reading time does not have to be a long time. If you can steal 10-15 minutes, it feels good. It feels good. And you'll make progress on what you're reading. Mary, self-care, definitely more journaling. I think Saturdays are going to be my reset days for the rest of this semester. But I also have free time on Fridays and Sundays, so those are my buffer days. Oh, love that strategy. Elizabeth, my cousin wasn't lucky. I hope I don't have a 2-month recovery with dry socket like she had earlier this year. She told me that one day when my sister and I were walking, and yikes, whew, I'm glad my cousin is doing better now. No kidding. Phil is self-care, scheduling at least one wellness day in June. Oh, I love that term, wellness day. Writing that down. We may have to get that in there somewhere. That just speaks to the value that we should be putting into ourselves, right? Also going to start a walking challenge this month. Sweet. Haley, I'm going to do more journaling and brainstorming outside. Use that front porch and backyard more first thing in the morning. Oh, love that. All right, guys. What is our next panel? Or do we finally go to supporting tasks? This is all the nitty-gritty that keeps us fed, sheltered, safe and happy, and all the things. Chores, errands, meal planning, exercise plan, admin tasks, business planning, banking, bill due dates, planning, daily, weekly, put them in your plan. Live sprints that you want to attend. If they're in your calendar, you are far more likely to get them done. And batch together related tasks. That will make life easier for you. And also the other strategy that is wonderful if you're doing errands, start with your furthest out errand and work your way back. You're going to save on gas and you're not going to be going back and forth and wasting your time. Everything will be far more efficient and you'll get more done. Let's see, Lori, I love that, Phyllis. A wellness day. Yes, I love that too. May I check that? Okay, guys, let's fill our plans with all those things that need to happen. This really is our need list. This is the ones that are going to keep us happy and healthy, and we don't want to miss out on any of them. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer and let's plan. Yeah, I gotta fix that and go. Be also need here. Be a good day for this day. The 9th, 7th. Okay, let's see. Where'd you guys end up? Elizabeth, we can also have a life tasks day as well, since sometimes non-writing business tasks take over the day and you can't do any writing business work done. Yes, yes, so true. We've basically been calling those pinch days, but that is actually very valid because they are, and sometimes it's just easier to give a day to it and get it all done. It's so, I don't want to put that. It's often so out of our control as to time. We don't always know what traffic's going to be like. We don't always know how busy the store is going to be. We don't always have we're often dealing with other people who then their scheduling, our lack of is also going to affect ours. So that's actually really valid. I love that. I can write that one down. Tests. I like that. I like that. Let's see. Elizabeth, I will cook food for lunches for work today. I'm also going to get myself a snack. So wheat. Phyllis to Lori, thanks, definitely. Lori, this coming week, I need to help my daughter pack for the Special Olympics here in Maine next weekend. Other task chores include laundry, cleaning the business office, cleaning the refrigerator. Oh, there's a dreaded task. Not my favorite. Phyllis to Haley, I love that. I should use my front porch more often as well. Great idea. I purchased a chair and a table so I can go out that little back patio door there and I can go sit on my patio and get some sunlight. And we actually bought some folding chairs the other day for tournaments and stuff so we can relax a little bit more and enjoy them instead of standing around like we have in previous years. More organized. Let's see. Heather, I accidentally closed out. I agree. Having what we are working on would be very helpful right now. Yes, yes. Mary, dishes, laundry, pay rent, whittle down, email mountain. Oh yeah, I hear you on that one. I do. I go in. I should say there's one that I go in often and I clean up. The other one, I'm not as likely to, and I should make it more of a priority. One forces me to because it's an older account that has more of limits on it. And the other one, it's easy to ignore because the limits, of course, are much higher. Let's see, Lori, and that's what I need to do. Take an entire day and just play catch up with cleaning in my house. Then I don't feel guilty when I'm writing and feel like I should be cleaning. Yeah, and just give shape to specific days. You can still get a little writing in. You know me, no 0 days, but I mean that could be as simple as a 15-minute writing sprint, and then the rest of the day was hyper focused on cleaning or on your business or on whatever, right? And you can, if you shape it like that, you're going to give yourself the opportunity to get far more done, um, while still staying connected to your story, right? Let's see. Haley, Dr. Huberman, neuroscientist, says that early morning daylight resets our circadian rhythms and helps with overall energy and better sleep. So let's use our porches. Oh, I love that. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Oops, where'd you go? Come here. Okay. Stage 3, structure and strategy. Action steps, next task steps, measured increments, good, better, best goals, micro steps, delegate, use the power of delegating, guys, and problems, delays, impact. I love doing good, better, best because I always feel like I can get that good goal in there and it feels extra good to get that better. And if I hit the best, I feel like I'm sparkling, I'm glittering. Micro steps, taking things down into smaller steps so that they're not so overwhelming. It works so well and it stops us from being overwhelmed. For so long, I was just basically writing, work on book. It doesn't work. It's so overwhelming. I've given myself no direction and I haven't even given myself a piece of what I'm working on, right? Okay, guys. And let's go on in and take a look at our plans. We may have broader spectrum stuff here where we've basically just put down the main goal. Let's see how we can break it down a little bit and make it easier for us using any one of those strategies. And go. Hmm. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Rita, I need to try the good, better, best goals. I have the sprint time in my planner, but nothing what I'll be doing. Oh, I like that. See, that's breaking it down even further. What am I going to use this sprint for? And having that mini part of your plan built right in. Love that. Jenna has joined us. Were you reading my mind? Let's see. Slides in from a meeting to do a replay. Very cool. Thank you for coming to hang out with us, hon. Um, you got me shopping. The cat tarot that you have there. I have wanted a cat deck for so long, and I've never found one that I actually like. That one is so cool. It is in the cart. The other one that I decided I'm going to grab is maybe there's one I've been looking at. I don't own it. I've been looking at forever. It's kind of very whimsical. I can't remember the name of it though. I'll have to bring it up. If I can bring it up, I'll show you guys on in our writing sprints at 5 p.m., which is about 40 minutes away. We should get ourselves wrapped up. Let's see. Rita, Jenna, I'm doing the replay too. I'm just here. Bright minds ahead. Hey, is this planning also done for studies? It is anything you need it to be. It's more geared toward creative projects, but it is definitely anything that you need to do, because what is a school project other than a creative project? So just someone else gave you the task versus yourself, right? Okay, guys. So definitely hang out with us, give it a try and see what you think. Let's see here. Deadlines, time required, completion date, scheduled. Gives it power when we schedule it, guys. Daily, weekly goals, breaking it down so we have the smaller little pictures of what we're trying to accomplish will make it easier for you and not as overwhelming. Weekly check-in, again, taking stock of where you're at. That way you know, I mean, say you've decided you're going to write that first draft in 30 days, nano style, right? But you're realizing this book isn't quite ready for that. So then you get into book one and you realize you've only done a quarter or half of what you thought you were going to. You have to look at how you used your time. Maybe you didn't show up. That happens. And take stock of how you're going to fix that for the following week. Or you did show up, but you realize there's so much more to the task that it's not going to be a 30-day, it's going to be a 60-day. And then break down your plan from there. Bright minds ahead. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for responding. You're welcome. Okay, and any adjustments that you need to make to that plan. Okay, guys, let's get our 2-minute timer going on here. Oops, don't get stuck over there. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Don't touch your mouse. Okay, guys, let's figure out our deadlines and incorporate them into our plan. Oh, and refocus. See, these are very new. Okay, guys, let's proceed. And go. Okay, what day would I give this? This one is the deadline. Oh, I love that. Rita, I love that your friend gave it to you. That even makes it more special. I love that. Ah, okay, guys. Get ahead and create space to relax, reset, recover, participate, enjoy. These are your types are your vacations, your surgeries, conferences. Nobody actually realizes how much energy it takes to attend a conference, how much you are on, and how much time you need when you get back home to reset from that. Renovations, if your physical environment is going through change, it is going to affect you. Be prepared for that. Basically anything where you want to create that little buffer, so that you don't have to stress so much and you're giving yourself space to really be present or actually give yourself the time that you need. Let's see, Lori, need to order books and swag next week for a conference in July. Nice. Needs to be done by next weekend to arrive in time. Have to write a post for a Facebook group, which I'm in, which is due next week. Love that. Okay, guys, let's dive in and figure out where we want to get ahead, to make space to relax, reset, recover, participate, and enjoy. And go. Oh. How did you do that? You're supposed to be. Okay, let's see. Elizabeth, I will create a space for myself to recover from oral surgery next week. Haley, I had a wisdom tooth out. I have dental phobia, and yet it was a breeze. People only share the horror stories. There's a chance yours will just be boring. That's what I'm hoping for you. It's boring, and there are no scary stories to go with it. Mary, deadlines. I don't have any preset ones right now, and I've never been good with setting them myself. Get ahead, wash some dishes after work, make sure work clothes are washed and dried. Perfect. Yeah, I think it is, we are so used to, as a society, somebody else giving us a deadline that we are not good about giving ourselves them. And we should, because it will help us to shape what we want to get done. It will make it more urgent and more focused. And I think it's an important step, but like any other new skill, it's something we have to learn, because it is not natural. We're not used to doing it. We're used to a teacher giving us a deadline, a boss giving us a deadline. We don't give ourselves deadlines, and we should. Lori to Haley, I had a root canal 2 weeks ago and stressed about for weeks ahead of time. It was such a painless procedure. I had heard too many horror stories of how painful root canals were. Yes, yes. Elizabeth, boring. We're wishing you boring. All right, let's see here. Reality check. Think in terms, actually. Think in full days, half days, pinch days. Pinch days are those super busy out of the house days where most of the day gets chewed up by other things, life things, business things, work things, and we don't have a lot of time for our creative tasks, but we still want to try to touch base and get in that and hold true to the no zero days and try to get in 15 minutes, 10 minutes of writing something, stay in contact with our characters, right? Days off. Can you successfully manage to do everything you have chosen with the time you have? I find this is really, really important. It's the first thing I do now when I go into my weekly is I determine the shape of that day, whether it's a full, half, pinch, or if it can actually be a true day off. And it's helping me to schedule and see where things will fit best. And I'm not putting them on days now where there is no time, right? Heather, I have a cousin getting married beginning of June, and I will come back and move. And this is why I'm not hitting my writing hard yet. Yes, yes, yes. You have to make room for that kind of stuff for sure. Okay, guys, let's go through and do a reality check and see how our week will shape up. And go. Oh, too much. I forgot I added that. Adjust, reduce, delay. We don't want to, as always, we don't want to, what's the word I want to use here? We don't always have to completely remove something. Sometimes we can just adjust it, do 50% instead. We can delay it to the following week. We make sure that what we're doing works for us and within our plans. And there we go. And I have to change that because I hate how slow that is. Okay, and go. Okay. This is probably going to be half. This one should be. It's my pinch. Wednesday. Ouch. Okay. Elizabeth to Haley, I pray so, but given that one wisdom tooth is near a sinus cavity, I'm more likely to have a complication post-surgery than most people when they get their wisdom teeth extracted. And I'm glad you know about that in advance so you can actually give yourself, incorporate that knowledge into your plan. Heather, I have a cousin. Lori, my reality check is that I have 2 hours a night to write. I can't expect more than that. Any free time I have after working 40 hours is to prep for the conference and do something nice for myself. Yes, yes, and you need that. But I like that you have that figured out. That is going to make it so that those 2 nights are going to become, or the 2 hours a night is going to become so much more powerful for you, because you're going to go into it with a plan and know what you're working on and when you're doing it. You've isolated that time now for yourself. Let's see. Mary, really check as far as my work schedule goes. Monday to Thursday are full days. Friday and Saturday, or sorry, Friday and Sunday are half days, and Saturday is my only day off. I need to learn to work around this schedule. I like that. What's going to be your pinch day? Because you are going to at some point have to go and do an errands day where you're getting groceries and stuff. Where does your pinch day fit in? I've got mine structured. I just did I called it my FHPO category, and I just wrote down Monday to Sunday and thinking about giving shape. That way I'm kind of pre-planning it before I actually get into the planner, into my weekly, and then I kind of have an idea of where I want that off day to be, where that pinch day is with errands or running around, where my half days are, and I'm looking at potentially having 3 full days with this week, which I think should be good. There's a couple things that have been gotten canceled, so I'm looking forward to that. And let's see here. Stage 4, after this session. Next steps. Create your master plan, ideal week. Always, always, always. Gives shape to your week, even if things have to be changed at some point. Create Monday's plan, include top 3. Populate your planner, make sure everything gets in there. That way it's on your radar and you're going to get it done. If you don't write it down, you're far more likely to forget about it or miss it or not do some piece of it. Get your details in there. Break down larger tasks. Schedule daily and weekly planning. And schedule self-care, mental health, and buffer days. Okay, guys, let's see. Heather and Mary, I work 4 10s, but with commuting, I'm gone for 13 hours on the day I work. When I have a non-typical schedule, when you have a non-typical schedule, you really have to plan differently. Yes, yes, for sure. And you acknowledge that, and you make it part of who you are and your life, and accept it. Don't fight against it, and just do your best with it, right? Lori, I commit Sunday afternoons to cleaning the office and groceries. I plan banking, post office, etc. in the morning before work. Once I'm out of work and heading home, I don't want to do any errands. Oh, I hear you on that, hon. Okay, guys. As always, celebrate your successes, gold star moments, and best fixes. Follow the plan and build your dreams, guys. We are going to have about a 20-minute break before we're back to do our writing sprints at 5 p.m. Eastern. So come back and join me and we'll get our writing done. I'm going to reset this space so I can get words on the page and keep playing with Campfire. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will do a quick goodbye today so that we can actually have time to have a little reset before we come back together for writing. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's been awesome. I will make all those tweaks that you suggested and see what we can do to make this even better. Thank you guys. I'll see you shortly. 20 minutes. Okay, come on. Where is it? Okay, I can't get out. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to go over here first there. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm going to escape. I must go to the room. Hopefully, is that going to allow me? There. Now I can get out.